So starting off the afternoon with aplomb, I'm sure, is Andy Giddings. Please welcome Andy.
Hello, everyone. I'm Andy Giddings. I just wanted to take a couple of minutes to thank Sheilah and the band, and also to say that all our good wishes and prayers go out to Sam Case, who suffered a heart condition and a triple bypass, and we really missed him. We're going to miss him today. Partially because it takes our wellspring of testosterone and reduces it to a dripping faucet. And Sam was our opener, so right off the bat it brought us up into a little issue between Sheilah and I, because a week and a half ago she said to me, "Oh, by the way, you'll be opening." And I'm a 3-year veteran of this, and my wife would be the first to tell you that each day I'm filled with a greater and greater level of narcissism and prima donna. So in the course of it, I had to come to terms with it, and just 20 minutes ago, she took me aside and she put her hands on my shoulders, as she's really apt to do, and she said, "Now, Andy, I want you to go out there and I want you to warm up that audience. And I want you to fill them with warmth and enthusiasm that'll last through the whole show."
Yeah.
I said, that was great, but then she added the little Southern Marin touch that you so apt to hear these days. She said, "And may the goddess be with you." Now, I was raised in West Marin. I'm really a redneck. This is a big step for me. It's like the 3rd suit I've ever owned. I've only got 2 ties. So I walked away from that, and I was, aye, Capitan, and headed out to think about coming up here. And I thought, wow. And I'm really well aware of the whole goddess thing. I've seen countless crystals in the mountains and, matrices and all that. And I see all the bumper stickers running around Marin on the Priuses and Outbacks. and my first question is, if they've got so much spiritual energy, why are they such bad drivers? So, no, I kid. Sheilah knows I kid. So as I was walking back, I thought, okay, you're going up there. The goddess is with you, and I said, okay, I'm going to accept that the goddess is with me as long as she's wearing a string bikini. So let's see. Then, one other thing. Sheilah also gave me a little disclaimer to read. It's very short. I'm going to read it right now. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Little League Baseball. The players on the field are not professionals yet, and I'm sorry, I'm reading 1,000 pardons. I'm reading the wrong disclaimer. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Sheilah Glover student performance. Remember that these are big league moments in the lives of our performers, and I want you to greet them all with warm applause and heartfelt enthusiasm, especially our most shy and sensitive performer, Mr. Andrew T. Giddings. All right, one more. So one more thing, and Sheilah and Barbara have just returned from spring training. That's why they're wearing those beautiful tans. And so this is another kind of little inside baseball moment about just being a student and our student interaction. So all of the students love each other, and we're very tight as a group. But if you remember back to grammar school and middle school, you know how there's always a little sniping and work behind people's back. And in my case, some of my fellows have taken to calling me Elvis behind my back. And this is, it's hurtful. It's hurtful, and you know, I'm not going to name any names, but their initials are CA and EE. And so I just want to say that, as you can all see, I'm a relatively composed and centered 63-year-old grandfather. So to both of these people saying this thing, no Elvis here, no Elvis there, no Elvis. Oh, baby, let me be your loving teddy bear. Oh. So the therapy, I need a little more therapy. The midlife crisis is still going. So now, are you all warmed up and filled with enthusiasm? All right. So now let's get on with the show. My first song is a rowdy little number, love and people together for a whole night in the year 1930, cutting edge for its time.
1, 2, 3, and.
Gee, it's great after being out late, walking my baby back home, arm in arm over meadow and farm, walking my baby back home. We go along harmonizing a song, or I'm reciting a poem. Hours go by and they give me the eye, walking my baby back home. We stop for a while, she gives me a smile and snuggles her head to my chest. We starting to pet, and that's when I get her talcum all over my vest. After I kind of straighten my tie, she has to borrow my coat. One kiss, then we continue again, walking my baby back home. She's afraid of the dark, so I have to park outside of her door till it's light. She says if I try to kiss her, she'll cry. I dry her tears all through the night. Hand in hand to a barbecue stand, right from her doorway we roam. Eats and then it's a pleasure again, walking my baby, talking my baby, loving my baby. I don't mean baby, walking my baby back home. Yeah. Now, as you all might have guessed, I've always been a big talker since I was like 4 years old. And I really love, I really love Cole Porter. This is one of Cole Porter's great songs. I've Got You Under My Skin, owned by Frank Sinatra, and so I'm going to try to do it justice. Thanks.
1, 2, 3.
under my skin. I've got you deep in the heart of me, so deep in my heart that you're really a part of me. I've got you under my skin. I tried so not to give in. I said to myself, this affair never could go so well. But why should I try to resist when, baby, I know so well I've got you under my skin. Sacrifice anything, come what might, for the sake of having you near, in spite of a warning voice that comes in the night and repeats in my ear. Don't you know, little fool, you never can win. Use your mentality, wake up to reality. For each time I do, just the thought of you makes me stop just before I begin. 'Cause I've got you under my skin. Sacrifice anything, come what might, for the sake of having you near, in spite of a warning voice that comes in the night and repeats how it yells in my ear. Don't you know, little fool, you never can win. Use your mentality, wake up to reality. For each time I do, just the thought of you makes me stop just before I begin. Oh, I've got you under my skin. Yes, I've got you under my skin. Yes, you're really there under my skin.
Take it away, Sam.
All right, we'll get on a little lighter note here. This is an old Johnny Mercer song that I've always loved, and Sheilah and I are going to do it with apologies in advance to our wives.
And to Louis Prima and Keely Smith.
Keely Smith.
So we're gonna count it off here.
Yeah.
2, 3, 4.
That old black magic's got me in its spell.
That old black magic that you weave so well.
Icy fingers up and down my spine.
That same old witchcraft when your eyes meet mine.
That same old tingle that I feel inside.
And when that elevator starts to rise,
Round and round I go, down and
down I go, like a leaf that's caught in the tide. I could stay away, but what can I do?
I hear your name, and I'm aflame.
A flame with such burning desire that only your kiss could put out the fire. For you're the lover I've been waiting for, the mate that fate had me created for.
And every time your lips meet mine, darling, down and down I go, round and round I go, in a spin, loving that spin I'm in. under that old black magic called love. I could stay away, but what would I do? I hear your name, and I'm aflame.
Aflame with such burning desire that only your kiss would put out the fire. 'Cause you're
The lover I have waited for, the mate that fate had me created for. And every time your lips meet mine, darling, down and down I go, round and round I go, in a spin, loving that spin I'm in, under that old black magic called love. Yes, I'm in a spin, loving that spin I'm in, under that old
black
magic called love.
You're so welcome. Andy is one of the most playful people I've ever met, so it's just a joy to play with him.